Hello, congratulations on the purchase of your Sol Rover Eclipse. My name is Russ. I'm going to do an orientation video with you today. Along with this email are a couple video links to some maintenance videos. I do encourage you to watch those as well. We're going to start with your orientation right here in the front. You do have a manual tongue jack. If you get tired of cranking on this, you can always upgrade it to electric. Right behind this cover here, you have 2 pins you'll pull out. Right behind there is your propane tanks. You have 2 20-pound propane tanks. You do have lights up here in the front. There is a screen that goes over top of this, so it's going to go along this track and then snap into place. When you pick up, we'll put that on before you start traveling. This is going to be your refrigerator vents. Nothing you really have to do with those. Below your refrigerator vents, this is your furnace vent. Try not to block that. Do not put anything in front of it that could melt. That does get very hot when you use your furnace. You have stabilizer jacks on here. They are used just for stabilizing. They're on all 4 corners. They are not used for leveling. So get the camper level first and then put those stabilizers down. You do have 1 black tank on this unit. So what you're going to do is hook up your wastewater hose, the other end goes to the septic, and then you're going to pull this handle right here. Your tank's going to empty out for you. Once you're done with that, put your cap back on. Close your handle first, put your cap back on, you're all done. Pretty simple to do. Just remember to take the cap off and put your hose on before you pull that handle. This is a vent for your battery, because your battery is in there underneath your U-shaped dinette in there. So that's just a vent for the battery. Right here is solar. So if you have a portable solar panel, you can plug it in here and it will trickle charge your battery. This is the input for cable or satellite. And then your power cord will go right here. Your power cord is about 25 feet long, is 30 amps. I do recommend to use a 30 amp surge guard when you're plugged in at the parks. To help protect your camper from any surges going through there. Right down here, when you're done with your wastewater, you can throw your wastewater hose right in here so it's out of your way. Then you do have your water heater. Water heater is gas or electric. So you have a metal tank, so instead of your tank corroding, you have this anode rod. This anode rod is going to corrode instead. So it's supposed to get all eaten away. So after 2 or 3 years, you'll have to replace this. But this is your plug. So when you're ready to use this, you're going to put this plug right in here. You get it in there, there you go. And then tighten that up good. Hook your water up, start filling your water heater. Right now your water heater is bypassed because it is winterized. So the first thing you're going to want to do is come over here to behind this. You have a city water connection. You're going to hook a hose up to there. Turn that hose on, go around and turn all the faucets on one at a time, flush your toilet, get all the antifreeze out of line. So you're going to run that water until there's no more pink. And that includes your outdoor shower, because you do have, this is winterized too, so you want to run that as well. So once all the antifreeze is out, make sure your plug is in there good. And then underneath your chair inside, which I will show you where it's at when we go in, is your water heater. You'll see the back of your water heater. So there's 2 valves on there. You're going to turn them a quarter turn, both valves, and your water heater will start filling up. You want to make sure your water heater is full before you turn it on, so you can do that by pulling on this relief valve right here. If you get a solid stream of water, you know it's full. Or you can turn the hot side on any sink. As long as you get a solid stream of water, you know it's full. So once it's full, you can come out here, turn that switch on right there. And then inside on your control panel, there's a switch for gas, a switch for electric. If you run the electric, you have to have this switch on and the switch inside for the electric to work. So you can just turn that on and leave it on. If you need to drain your water heater, take the anode rod out, it will drain right from here. This is all electronic ignite, so there's no pilot lights to light up. Just make sure it's full and turn it on. Right here, this is where you're going to hook your water up, and also where you're going to fill your freshwater tank. So right here, if you're rustic camping, you're going to fill your freshwater tank. Then you're going to turn your water pump on, you're going to have water pressure. So rustic camping and then full hookup camping, this is your city water connection right there. So all you're going to do is hook a garden hose up to that, and then you're going to have the pressure going throughout your camper from that garden hose. So use the pump, Do not use the pump. This is an outdoor shower. There is a slinky hose inside. It quick connects onto here, so anytime you have water hooked up, you will have water coming out of there as long as your hose is on there. I'll show you that too. So right down here underneath, you're going to have some low point drains. So you have 3 hoses there. You open those up from inside. One of them is your freshwater drain. The other 2 are low point drains. So low point drains are the lowest point in your water system. So if you want to empty the water out of your lines, you're going to open those valves. The other one is if you use your freshwater tank, you can empty that freshwater tank. And I'll show you where those valves are inside. They're going to be under that seat as well. Your license plate will go there. Pre-wired for a backup camera right there. So if you were to get one, that's where it goes. You do have a hitch on here, 100-pound capacity. And then your doors are held up with magnets, so it's a nice feature on here. This is that cover for the front. This is that slinky hose, so it's going to quick connect right into there. So on your outdoor kitchen, you have a tool in here for your stabilizers. Another tool looks like for awning, if your awning were to fail. So there are some things in this compartment here we can go through. You have an outlet over here. Your step just pushes right in. Just like that, that's how it rides. Do have the awning up there. Back here, you have a magnet to hold your door open. It's very strong, so the wind's not going to just rip it open. And it looks like that's about everything on the outside, so we're going to head inside next. Okay, inside this is what your U-shaped dinette looks like into the bed form. So you have these 2 pieces here that just kind of fit in there. You do have a table when those are not in there, when you have it as a dinette. You have a table and the leg, which just goes right there. So you're just going to put it there and you'll be fine. Underneath this cushion is where your water heater, your battery, and those valves are. So I'm going to remove those real quick. Alright, I have removed the cushions. They just lift right out of the way. You have your battery here. So that is venting outside. That's what that vent was. And then your water heater is here. And on the back of your water heater are those 2 valves. So you have this one and that one right down there. Right now they are to where they are bypassing the water heater. So once you get the antifreeze out, just give these valves right here a turn. Both of those. Over here, you have some more valves. That first one, that is to drain your freshwater tank. So you just turn that the other way, opposite what it is now. That one, or the second one, that is to use your freshwater tank and to use your water system, period. So you want to make sure it's in that position right there to use your water, because that's what the pump is going to, if you turn the pump on, it's going to draw that fresh water, go around there right through. If you turn that off, you're not going to be able to use your freshwater tank. Those 2 right there, those are to empty your low point drains. So if you want to empty the water out of your lines, just open those 2 valves. Looks like one of them is open right now. This valve right here, that is when you're going to winterize. So if you're going to winterize using antifreeze, you're going to close that valve. You're going to open that valve. You're going to put this in the antifreeze and then turn on your water pump. It's going to draw the antifreeze up throughout your camper. So that's the only time that you will open this valve right here is to winterize. And the only time you'll close that valve is when you're going to winterize. So just leave that one like it is. Again, that one is to empty your freshwater tank. Winterize, winterize, and then low point drains. Alright, so that is the water. Back here you have a switch for your main lights. You have USB charging ports right there and a plug right there. Lights, push button lights here. These ones on the ends are blue if you push it once, and then you push and hold it, they go white, and then push it again and it turns them off. A lot of storage up here. You do have a speaker back here as well, a couple speakers. your TV. Behind your TV, your hookups, you have your antenna booster. So that's what that red light is. There's a button there to turn it on or off. Make sure that red light's on if you want local channels. Otherwise, your antenna will not work. But if you're hooked to cable or satellite, you do want to turn that off. Remote for it. And then under your TV, you have your thermostat. So just push the mode button here. There's my fan. I can adjust the fan speeds. Push it again. There's my air. I can adjust my temperature. Push it again. There's my heat. Again, adjust the temperature. Push it again. It's off. So just push mode till you find what you want. And then this right here is for your fan. Do the fan up here. With different fan speeds, you can just open the vent or close it, and then you turn your fan off. Carbon monoxide detector up there. Standard turntable microwave. You do have your stove top here, so this does come down. You have to lift it up, so you have extra counter space here. But you just put it on light, hold the igniter, and you can light your burners up. Just remember to lift this up when you fold it back down. Your keys are right here, so a couple of sets of keys there. Refrigerator, open it by pushing down on this. You do have a three-way refrigerator, so you can run it off of power, gas, or battery. So any of those three, and then you set your temperature here. So that's the cold, or that's the warmest, and that's the coldest. Fuses and breakers here. Right here is your control panel for your battery. You can see how full your battery is. Your freshwater tank and your black tank. So as your tank's filled, these lights will light up. You have a water pump switch here, so if you use that freshwater tank, turn that on. You do have a tank heater, so if you're late season camping, that's going to keep your tank from freezing. And then you have water heater, gas, and electric. So once that water heater's full, decide which one you want to use, or you can use them both, and you'll have more hot water faster. Stereo here, CD player, DVD player, Bluetooth.
My eye is now irritated.
You have front and rear speakers with your zones here. So just push A. A is the front speakers. B is the rear speakers. And you can have them both on, or however you want to do it. Alright, and then the bathroom. Below the fridge you have your furnace. And then that's carbon monoxide LP detector. Power cord is here. Storage. You have a foot pedal flush, so halfway down brings water in, all the way down will flush. Vent up above, so just open it up, turn it on. Make sure this is down before you travel. There's your shower there, self-explanatory. And there's a light switch on the back wall here. Looks like that is everything. Oh, air conditioner. Open up the ends or the sides. You have a filter in here you can take out, clean, and reuse. You can open this up and dump the air down. And that's all run right through your thermostat there. Looks like that is everything. So if you have questions after you watch this video, please let us know. We'll be sure to answer them. Thank you for purchasing at TerryTown. We do appreciate your business, and congratulations.